The story of the Grassy Football Club is one of courage, commitment, success, heartbreak, frustration and ultimately glory, with 1998 being a watershed year for the club. The 40s and 50s were glory years for the Grassy Football Club, with many wonderful players and many great teams representing the club with distinction. Grassy won 7 premierships after the Second World War from 1946 till 1958. With the downturn in production from the scheelite mine in the late 50s, Grassy struggled with population and were for the most part unable to field full sides during the 60s. Grassy were consistently fielding undermanned and undernumbered sides and had to fight long and hard to survive, largely on the back of a few hardy souls and some loyal and tenacious club people. The club had a big heart and battled on until 1972, when we combined with the Mount Stanley Football Club and we became the Mount Stanley Grassy Football Club. By 1975, the mine was booming again, and the Grassy Football Club were able to push for a breakthrough flag in 1978. Grassy won all 3 flags that year, and the town lined the streets when they brought the cup back into town. The club then prospered off-field, but although they had many opportunities, they were unable to grab another flag. 1988 saw the club again decimated by the mine's closure and basically fold until a few hardy souls managed to patch sides together to keep the club going. There is a lot of glory in victory, and whilst that is true, you have to pay tribute to those who committed themselves weekly to keep the club and the game alive on the rock, with the knowing that a lot of the time they were going to get a right royal old flogging. This did not deter Grassy, as they kept plugging away, and by 1996 they had developed a strong committee and a spirited group of players who were able to once again get a peek into the premiership window. 1988 saw the recruitment of Troy Smith as president, Irene Robbins as secretary, and more importantly though, David Moose Lewis, formerly of Clarence and Fitzroy, was recruited as a playing coach. New training techniques and renewed enthusiasm, along with great club morale, found the club reinvigorated both on and off the ground, with the committee and supporters feeling the smell of another flag after another 20-year drought. 1998 was a competitive season for the team, but they were able to finish on top of the ladder and break the final shackles and take home the premiership in an emotionally charged and stirring victory, which has become an enduring tale that has become a tale of the fabled 20-year hoodoo. This was a well-led and strong side, full of youth as well as some oldies, and with a solid and devoted committee who have continued to serve the club fantastically for over 20 years and bring continued success to the club. Icons were born and made, premierships were won. Grassy were able to reform their juniors in 2000, and the Grassy junior side continues to be well organised and supported. They have grown and created their own history, with players from those early years now playing in the seniors today. After 1998, Grassy were able to build on a strong base established from that season, and would go on to be unbeaten for over 2 years in 2005 and 2006, winning back-to-back flags and smashing the 20-year hoodoo out of the park and restoring the club's pride. Those 3 sides, 1998, 2005 and 2006, have a special place in the history of the club. These sides were chock full of club stalwarts who have created many legendary exploits both on and off the ground. This club has proved to have true heart and true grit. Tonight we celebrate 1998 and all that became before and after that fantastic year.